Stocked Up Podcast, Stocked Up Wrestling. Purple thumbnail.
Y'all already know.
Comment, like, and subscribe. If you don't do it, Will, what is it?
Huh? Oh, use a.
No, your mom's a hoe.
Whoever threw that piece of paper,
Yo,
your
big
mom's a
facts.
hoe.
Like, comment, subscribe to this shit. Stick around, yo.
Okay.
Because we getting back into this hot topic.
Yes, sir.
Put your pussy lips on live. I'll give you $1,000.
That too.
That too.
All right, we was talking about the Rey Mysterio controversial topic that we spoke about in the last video. And Jaren, what were you just saying again?
So,
Well,
I guess to
lob
elaborate.
up that. Elaborate on the question you asked.
Okay,
First
so
of all,
last podcast episode,
Mm-hmm.
I generally asked a question because
people.
I never really see his name thrown around in the GOAT conversation. I would hear Stone Cold, The Rock, Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan, names like that.
Mm-hmm.
I never hear Rey Mysterio. And I asked Jaren, who is the wrestling enthusiast, I was like, and he gave me an objective answer. I asked, why isn't Rey Mysterio part of the GOAT talk? You gave me your answer, and then everyone started calling us
And
racist.
people took it as my opinion. People called us racist because we hate Hispanics for whatever reason.
You got two motherfuckers
all
on
right.
the pad on the podcast that are Hispanic. What the fuck you mean?
Hey, I don't know.
People say
make
you're
shit
out of
up.
your mind. I saw one was like, I should slap both of you guys.
Yeah, people get like,
What?
this is literally just opinion. People take it like
To heart.
It'd
One.
be dick riding. That's what it is. No premise, no base for their fucking opinion at all. They just be following the bandwagon.
most of these wrestling fans are fat as shit, live in their basement, never even stepped in a ring in their life, and they have these strong ass opinions about wrestling.
But all right, I have a question though.
Stupid.
I think it's good to start. What I guess is a good foundation to start. What is a GOAT? What is a GOAT? Who is a GOAT?
By definition, greatest of all time.
Time.
All right.
Talk to him.
So when I'm thinking GOAT, I'm thinking Mount Rushmore,
Mm.
etched in stone. These are the greats of this industry.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna change. My GOAT list was Hogan, Rick, who'd I have on there? Hogan,
Stone Cold.
Rick, Stone Cold, and Randy.
And
All right.
Michaels, you put Michaels on there.
That's it. Nah, I didn't put Shawn
you put
Michaels,
Shawn
which was
okay.
the comment section ate me up about that too.
Yeah,
For-
yeah.
for
Fuck
Shawn
Shawn
Michaels?
Michaels. Yeah, because I didn't put him on the Mount Rushmore. Like he was on fucking pills and not doing fucking. If you look at
What about Cena?
Cena was a better champion than Michaels. If you look at the numbers real quick, when Shawn Michaels was champion, the TV numbers dropped. So he wasn't really a good champion.
Ooh.
But,
hot take.
It's in the numbers. But
One of the dickheads on there is gonna be like, "Oh, I love Shawn Michaels."
Iconic. Don't get
an iconic
He's
an iconic talent. He's another one, an iconic talent. But I wouldn't put him in the GOAT discussion because if I put the belt on you and my TV ratings drop, what the
Yeah.
how can you but
yeah.
They're gonna eat
that's
us up.
what
They're
I'm
gonna
saying.
kill us. They're
GOAT,
gonna-
greatest of
Yeah,
all
no,
time,
but-
meaning like
they're
you're bringing it every time. Like this is etched in stone. Like everything about your game is well rounded to the point that when they put the belt on you, it even goes further up. Hogan, Ric Flair, Stone Cold, Randy Orton.
Mm.
There's
All
some
right.
people disrespecting Ric Flair in those comments too.
No, don't disrespect him, Randy.
They were disrespecting Randy too. I mean, I can see
These
where the
fucking kids don't.
bro.
know.
They were disrespecting Ric Flair, and I was like,
I know, right? Ric Flair though, low key.
Ric
They were
Flair,
disres-
literally the
Yeah.
damn near the godfather of this shit.
Yep.
Pro wrestling on a national scale. Fuck Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and
16-time world heavyweight
people
champion.
don't know wrestling history. They know WWE and think they know wrestling history. But we'll go back into Rey Mysterio,
Rey
right?
Mysterio,
And why
right.
he's not one of the GOATs. Now, if you ask me, based on my own criteria, he's not one of the GOATs because what I just said, I'm thinking Mount Rushmore.
Right.
He's not in my personal Mount Rushmore. But he's a Hall of Fame talent. He's a talent in the cruiserweight division that we'll probably never see again as far as what he did for his brand of wrestling and how he got it over and how entertaining he was for the amount of time that he was on the national light, right? So all that's phenomenal, but when we're looking at guys with the body of work like a Ric Flair,
Yeah.
like a Stone Cold, like a Randy Orton, like a Rock, like a John Cena, that's deep water. For
Triple H, Undertaker.
a Triple H,
Yeah.
a Undertaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Shawn Michaels. Everyone wanted him in the discussion. We'll put him in there. Shawn Michaels, all right? Are you putting Rey Mysterio above any of those guys?
No.
No. I have a hot take. Is Roman Reigns over Ray?
Fuck no.
No.
Roman Reigns, all time, I'm putting Roman Reigns probably top 30.
It's still too early.
It's
Yeah.
not even that it's too early.
Roasted us. To
Not even that it's too early.
There's some 10-year-old on his bed right now.
He's
fucking
just-
punching the air like, oh, fuck them up. Oh, fuck them up.
That's a 10-year-old. Fuck you, good. You got to know what you're talking about.
Because honestly, I'll
Think
put it
like-
like this. Roman Reigns is just John Cena for today's generation. When John Cena came out, the kids that were fans of John Cena are now 16, 17 years old saying John Cena's the GOAT. The kids that are watching Roman Reigns now, a fan of him and everything, when they're 16, 17, they're going to say Roman Reigns is the GOAT.
Mhm.
But the fact will always remain that no matter what, those guys don't necessarily bring the same thing to the table that, once again, a Randy brought, a Stone Cold brought,
Yeah.
a Ric Flair brought, as far as changing the game with what you bring to the game. Those guys will never see. So who's going to take that baton from Randy to try to uproot him on that Mount Rushmore?
But you know what's crazy? People don't agree with the Randy Orton on the Mount Rushmore.
It's controversial. in my
It's very
opinion.
controversial
My opinion.
only because I think that's that last spot. And that last spot, I think all wrestling fans feel is a modern guy, someone who's still around today, and that's why they'll interchange it. John Cena, not Shawn Michaels, excuse me, Undertaker, Randy Orton for myself.
I think our Triple H could be in there, bro.
Yeah, you can put Triple.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Great
Triple
heel,
H.
great baby face.
Triple H,
Good champion.
he's top 10. Triple H is a guy. He was made a top guy, but not by anything he did.
Mm-hmm.
He was just a guy who worked with a lot of top guys. Meaning, I'll say this: he's like a receiver who gets a lot of rings playing with a good quarterback.
I was gonna say that. Is he a system quarterback?
Triple H is a system guy.
I got an interesting question just leading off of what you're talking about. This isn't even on the board, but I want to hear your opinion. Where would you rank Kane on that list?
As a big man, Kane is top 5.
Well, not big man. GOAT.
GOAT on that
GOAT.
list.
Oh.
Where would you put him? That's what I'm saying, as a GOAT. Because Kane was a draw. He was a draw.
he a draw?
Yeah, no, I think when
When
Kane,
the flames
yeah,
go up in the
before
air,
they took the mask off,
off.
Kane was a draw.
Yeah.
The mask, taking that mask off destroyed his mystique.
Yeah.
In the GOAT conversation,
I wouldn't even put him top 10. I wouldn't put him.
I
he's
don't know, I
not
don't
top
think
10,
so,
but
yeah.
he's definitely like a top 50 guy, someone who
Yeah.
played a intricate.
Oh fuck! You know who we're
integral
forgetting,
role.
bro? Chris Jericho. You could put him in there in the GOAT conversation.
We gonna get here early. Give me a minute. So Chris Jericho,
Fuck.
this motherfucker, Chris Jericho, bro. He's on AEW TV every week, stealing money from Tony Khan, right?
Longevity,
Stealing
bro.
life
Y2K.
and the fountain of youth, drinking the blood of all the young wrestlers, and just for some reason, just to stick around. Why does this dude want to stick around? All his contemporaries in WWE who were around and he was around, they figured it out. They went away. They went behind the scenes. They figured something else out. This dude's on TV every week looking as bloated as ever, doing the worst brand of sports entertainment professional wrestling probably ever. He's bringing down the careers of the people around him with just stupid, because that's all I can say it is just stupid wrestling booking. From the matches he's in, from the segments he's in, to the promos that he cuts, the back and forth with whoever. The faction he's in now, I don't know if you guys know, the Jericho Appreciation Society. What the fuck is that?
That's a fucking faction in there.
The Jericho Appreciation Society. A vanity project. That's exactly what it is. Something to fluff his ego. A bunch of people around him to tell him how good he is.
It's just lazy
And he
marketing.
can feel like he's putting them on. He's giving them the spotlight. Bro, you're not doing anything for anyone. neither yourself besides steal money. That's literally all
every
he's
time I
succeeding
see a
in.
Chris Jericho clip, I just see him going insane, throwing shit around and shit.
Because that's all like that's the only thing that's like really that really draws about him is like what's he gonna do next? Because this whole thing, this whole end of his career that we're witnessing that started about 7 years ago when he started doing those matches in Japan, which were pretty good matches, but bro, this big ass motherfucker don't need to be wrestling every week.
It needs to time to hang it up.
It was time to hang it up 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude still he's still wrestling because he tried to do the whole rock and roll star thing with his band Fozzy.
Yeah,
And that band is shit. That band fucking sucks. And he tours and he can't fucking sell out an arena. And so he keeps coming back to wrestling to get the rub off of young guys who actually can sell out an arena and can sell tickets and can get their shit over in a palatable manner. He works with them so he can kind of work and kind of get his name further out there. That's why he worked with MJF.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God he did that shit fucking a year ago so people can forget about that shit. But now he's still on TV. And there's no one backstage who gives a fuck about Chris Jericho because Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks don't give a fuck about Chris Jericho.
Jared,
Nobody
let me say this.
does.
Let me
He
say
needs to
this.
get fired.
Jared, let me say this. You made the list.
That shit was bad. Even his last run in WWE wasn't good. Bro, I don't know. This is the thing with these fucking shitty ass wrestling fans that live on the internet and like to support AEW, right? AEW shouldn't have been a thing. It was brought into existence by us fans. I'll say us because I was interested too.
Mm-hmm.
Because we saw Vince in WWE and he was fucking everything up. We saw Vince losing his mind right before our eyes. So we all wanted an alternative. Here comes Tony Khan. I can't say that. A stupid billionaire with millions and billions of dollars just hanging out his pockets, and his dad willing to give him a ton more. With that failed fucking football team in Jacksonville, and they just throwing money at a wrestling league. What the? The whole family's stupid. So, so he brings. I don't even know where I'm going. So he brings in Chris Jericho, right? Tony Khan
To fuck everything up.
to fuck everything up, right? Like.
That was supposed to help too. Like Jericho's like one of the first big names you got over
Right.
there.
It was supposed to. He's supposed to come in, get the young guys. You're supposed to bring the young guys along. Take what they do good, enhance it. What they do bad, try to hide it. Work on it behind the scenes so they can get it over in a palatable manner for the people. That's what you're supposed to do. Not as a 50-year-old fat former professional wrestler. Take their limelight and then use your pull to get your friends jobs. That's not what you do. That's not how you further professional wrestling on a major scale. And these fake ass, mark ass fucking internet fans who literally just sit at home and watch wrestling. They've never been in a ring. They've never been in a gym. They've never practiced even the simplest fighting discipline. They wouldn't know how to fucking scratch the bottom of their foot if you put their hand down there. So, and then Tony Khan has to try to impress these fans. And when you're trying to impress stupid people, you do stupid things. So you got Tony Khan, Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, all back there doing stupid shit, wasting money.
Yep.
Wasting TNT and Discovery's money.
Getting bit by
putting
dogs.
forward a stupid wrestling product that these motherfuckers try to follow up every week with more and more stupidity. The ratings continue to drop. There's a network in Canada that dropped AEW.
Really?
And they just started carrying the show in August.
So you know what? I'm gonna say this one. I think Jared answered your question. He is not one of the goats. Chris Jericho.
Bro, Chris Jericho's not one of the. Oh yeah, that's where I started. Chris Jericho's not one of the
Bad
goats.
sidetrack. I was like, I was lost it too. I was like, bro, what are we on right now?
I'm sorry. Chris Jericho's not one of the goats. Rey Mysterio, you're not gonna catch a stray. Rey Mysterio is so far above Chris Jericho on that GOAT list now. Because the past, like I said, 7 years of Chris Jericho's career have been so bad. Chris Jericho not a GOAT. No Mount Rushmore. Yes, he was a phenomenal young talent, but Chris Jericho now is a failure and an embarrassment to wrestling.
Damn.
And Rey
Holy
Mysterio
shit.
has never done that, has never been that.
Mhm.
Rey Mysterio is, like I said, he's not a GOAT in my eyes, but he's definitely a talent that I believe.
Is he the GOAT luchador?
I'm not the biggest fan of lucha, so that's not for me to say. But I do know that there's a long history of lucha that Rey Mysterio ain't a part of. So it'll be hard to say he's the GOAT. He might have
Alessandro.
popularized the style, but he didn't put in no work in that field. We just gonna be honest about that.
Damn.
He made his name up here.
So Ray, all in
Oh.
all, is not a GOAT.
And
got
neither is
Karen
Chris
sweating.
Jericho. Fuck Chris Jericho. Oh my God. I can't
Sweat.
stand
Oh
Chris
my
Jericho.
God.
What on a
What
red.
the fuck? Hey, but speaking about the AEW though, in your opinion, guys, how long do you think AEW will last though? That's not a thing on the board, but like,
2 to 3 more years. 2 to 3 more years.
That's more James.
2 to 3 more years, and I'll go back. If he can't get rid of the guys who are there for themselves, the Jerichos, the Omegas, the Young Bucks, and push forward guys who want to help young talent and get the young talent over, guys like Sting, who they have over there, guys like Christian, who's over there. You know, guys who want to work with the young talent to get them over, not themselves. Yeah, you can work with that. You might have longevity in that. But Tony Khan needs to pull his head out of his ass and stop trying to impress wrestling fans who don't know what they're watching.
Like the little dumb kids, basically.
These dumbass kids who are literally watching what they hoped AEW didn't present. This is literally just WWE in a different setting with a different banner and a different person pulling the strings.
we're getting conned.
And significantly less talent. We're getting conned.
By Tony Khan.
Exactly. This shit's
Damn.
bullshit.
It was supposed to be about Rey Mysterio. Somehow it came to an AEW rant.
Yeah, because it was the Jericho thing. It was the Jericho. Rey Mysterio, hey man, he top flight. We ain't never gonna see Rey Mysterio again.
Oh shit.
Wait, but I'll say it so you can add it to the clip. Rey Mysterio, not a GOAT in my mind, but what he did for his style of wrestling, we'll probably never see again. How he got it over, how he got over with the people, for his size, the things he could do. Hey, that's a Hall of Fame talent in my mind, in my eyes.
He's a generational talent.
Generational talent.
But he's not on the Mount Rushmore.
Not on the Mount Rushmore. That's literally it. That's why I don't call him a GOAT, because I don't put him on the Mount Rushmore. That's literally, people took that shit way out of proportion.
Hey, one more thing. Don't use the fucking word GOAT so loosely.
Yeah, stop using that word GOAT.
What the like GOAT, bro? And everybody's not a GOAT.
2023, we tearing people down.
Because if everybody's a GOAT, then that devalues
That's
the
a
damn
wild
word.
statement.
It devalues the word.
Uh,
Imagine calling Chris Jericho a GOAT, and then you got Stone Cold, that same argument. Like, look
Yeah,
at Chris
well.
Jericho on TV now.
Fuck you.
Look at Chris Jericho on TV now, and you're going to say that's
Hey, come on,
the
man.
GOAT?
Yo,
people's
you know what's
com-
funny? You brought up Sting, and I thought about what MJF wasn't he talking shit about Sting? He was lazy and shit.
I don't know.
Oh no, I could be wrong.
Probably, I wouldn't put it past him.
In my head, that's another 50-year-old motherfucker taking,
He's
money
only 50.
from.
I thought that dude's like 70.
He's close to
Sting
60.
like 60.
Yeah, he's
he's
close to
old
like
as
60,
fuck,
bro. Taking money from Tony Khan.
But he's been in the business for a while. His mind has to be worth something while he's fucking still not having CTE.
Well, wasn't fucking Chris Jericho doing drugs and shit though?
I think at one point they all were.
Probably,
No, I mean,
yeah.
like actual like heroin or some shit.
I won't put it past him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I mean, I think you kind of have to kind of be able to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, deal with all the
No, to
punishment.
deal with all
He's
the
probably,
heroin.
he's probably on
Right.
mad
So, like,
painkillers and
like-
shit.
Oh, painkillers.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
painkillers.
nigga, I don't mean coke. I mean, they probably do coke and
No,
shit.
I
I don't
also.
know.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I
Know
can
what
see
I mean?
that.
Doing
Chris-
it off of Diva's
Chris
ass.
Benoit.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Can I
Chill
say
out,
that?
Chill out.
Can I cut that?
Chill
Yeah,
out.
you can say it. This ain't WWE TV. You can say it.
Oh my god.
We ain't gonna bleep it.
Speaking through about AEW, wasn't Rick Ross at one of the shows or some shit like that, Jared?
Yeah, he swore on TV.
Oh yeah, I did see
Huh,
that.
What'd he
fucking
say?
idiot.
What's what- what's what he
So
said?
what? I guess what was happening was he called someone out. Someone was supposed to come out, and no music played. No one came out. So the motherfucker just turned to to his left and looked at Keith Lee and was like, "You a big motherfucker." They didn't even bleep the shit. It just came and played out on live TV. I was like, "Yo, what?"
Yo, didn't
Oh my
LaMelo Ball do
God.
that one time?
on Raw.
Yo, he's like, beat his ass.
He's like, beat on the gun. It was the Miz and LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
That shit was stupid, bro.
I mean, you can kind of tolerate that, but if you're saying this dude's a big motherfucker on live TV, I'm like, oh shit.
You gotta fucking
Yo.
give these motherfuckers training before you
But-
I know,
throw
right?
these motherfuckers
But that
on
goes
TV.
to show how fucking discombobulated AEW is, bro. Like, are you serious, dude? Really?
Yeah, Tony Khan, he don't know what the fuck he doing back
Yo,
there.
low key, bro. Once this shit blows up, we're gonna start AEW. We're gonna go on AEW
Oh my
one day. We're
God.
gonna sign a contract. Suplex.
Yo,
Tony
nah.
Khan to the
Imagine.
table. You bitch ass. We're here to take over.
Facts.
There's
Once
still-
you sign us to a contract, we ain't never leaving.
I got a question though. Having like all these celebrities on in AEW, I know you've probably brought it up on previous episodes, but do you feel like at this point with AEW at where it is, having celebrities on waters the product down even more, or do you think it boosts it?
It can boost it if you do it right. When you have people just showing up and throwing them in storylines, I guess you'll get the intrigue, that morbid intrigue by people who kind of just like, ooh, I kind of wonder what this is going to turn into. It can't go good, but I just wonder what it's going to turn
Right.
into. And I think that's kind of what attracted me to the Rick Ross situation, because I don't tune into AEW as often as most of their fans do, but they bring another rapper out
Yeah.
unannounced, just pop up on the show again, and I don't know. Maybe Tony Khan's a big rap fan. Maybe.
See,
I
for
don't
me,
know. I know he likes to smoke weed with the talent. So
Hey.
Oh, does he? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
he fired. He fired one of the one of the women talents, and then after the firing, she did an interview, and she goes, "Tony Khan was just smoking my weed like a week or so ago, and then a couple weeks later he fires me." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn,
Must
bro,
be
you
tough.
back there doing drugs with the talent, then you
God
over here."
damn.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, to kind of answer that, my perspective about it. So for like the Trina thing, right? Like that was kind of fucking random. Like, why the fuck you need her? Like,
She for what?
in a concept of that, like I think having like pointless celebrities like that does kind of water it down.
Right.
But then when you get like the fucking Action Bronsons and shit like that, where he's actually a wrestling fan and you see this motherfucker suplex somebody, it's like, all right, that shit's dope. I like seeing shit like that.
He's a motherfucker in shape who
Mm-hmm.
want to get physical, who actually learn the shit. Like that shit's dope.
exactly. Yep.
That shit was good to see.
So I feel like to answer your question, it depends on like who you bring in. You know what I mean? Because like with WWE, you don't see them all the time bringing in a celebrity or some shit
Right.
like that. But like you see how AEW does it, like every other month or something, you're seeing a celebrity. You're seeing another.
They
dude
just
pop
popping
up.
them up on TV.
So it's like that's what they're trying to use to catch more of an audience.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
yeah.
honest though.
Throw
The only
a
reason
wide net.
Mhm.
I knew about AEW is because of West Side Gun.
See what I mean?
Boom.
That's another rapper they had on that. I was like,
Shout out West Side Gun.
Yeah, that's the only
Is he a
reason. I was like, what
fan
the
of
fuck?
the
And then
actual-
also, when they had ATT on there, the
Oh, American Top Team.
American Top
Yeah.
Team.
I don't know.
Dan Lambert was coming out there cutting them
Yeah,
promos
and
on
then
them
I was like,
dumbass
oh, what the
fans.
fuck? That's the second time I seen it. So I was like, oh, I'm guessing there's like a popular wrestling promotion.
random
They just got money.
random thought. Do you think Tony Khan's using like his pull with like, just celebrity friends and people he's connected to maybe posture for ad space or get some deals behind closed doors? Maybe having Ross on there gets him that Wingstop deal.
I don't
And
know
now
about
everybody getting
deals.
fucking,
It just might be. It might be good.
you
for
know what I'm
promo.
saying? Maybe he's like, yo, Ross, come on the show. Yo, let me talk to you about this Wingstop deal. I
I'll
wanna
be
get
honest,
free wings for
Based on
everybody.
what based on what Jaren said, I don't think he's that good of a businessman to
No.
do that.
you leveraging your platform to get help. You know what I mean? Imagine
You know what I'm
what
saying?
AEW
I
ticket.
really want to know.
a free
now. I'm glad you
six-piece
said
wing?
that.
A
I
free
want to know
six-piece
what
wing?
this deal is. I want to know how many appearances Rick Ross is in AEW
For like $5 million.
I want to know how much he's paid. I want to know all of that. I need to know that now.
I went to a Rick Ross concert.
Bro.
He didn't show up on time. He was like 3 hours late.
Bro,
If he's on time for AEW, he must have got paid a lot.
Imagine you walk into Wingstop. They got a big ass AEW placard or poster on the side of the cup and shit.
That'd be crazy.
Fucking
That'd be
Chris
fucking-
Jericho. Imagine Chris Jericho.
Oh, you know, Jared would never eat at Wingstop.
Yo.
Big ass dad bod
Like
stomach
you
over
drop
there.
on that shit, it just has a big ass AEW poster on that shit.
That's
That's how I know the food took a hit.
Oh,
Hey, but fucking speaking about, transitioning from the AEW back to WWE, a longtime legendary manager / GM, Teddy Long, he says he wants Vince McMahon back. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, Teddy Long.
Holla, holla, holla.
Listen here, player.
match
Holla,
player.
holla, holla.
Listen here, player. You's gonna have a tag team match with the Undertaker.
So Teddy Long, apparently, long story short, paraphrasing, he kind of said basically he didn't feel Vince did anything wrong kind of to get worthy of getting fired.
he's old school. That's why.
So
He's
they
old
from
school.
the same shit.
And I ain't
Right.
gonna lie,
Teddy Long
Teddy Long
came
probably
in the
be fucking
game a
some of the best
long
stuff,
time
too.
ago.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. There's a reason though his last name's Long.
Bro.
You know, my boy Teddy Long been on them streets
Yo.
back in the day.
Hey,
It's
yo, he talks like a pimp too.
Hey,
He's
yo.
mad smooth.
Fact, you remember how he used to come out SmackDown with the suits,
With the-
the
yeah.
long
The
ones.
Steve Harvey joints.
Fact, he used to come out doing his
clean.
little dance.
Holla, holla, holla.
Dressed up like Tracy McGrady. Remember?
Oh, fuck.
Yo, you gotta do the picture.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. He was dressed like he was definitely paying a couple.
Yo, draft
he was paying
night
some rents
pimping,
for
bro.
sure. Paying for some college tuitions and shit, some rents, some Christmas gifts, all that shit.
Nah, that's not surprising to hear him say though. I mean, they from the same era. Teddy Long started off as like a referee, I think, in WCW way back when. So I mean, the times are different back then. So they
Yeah,
probably birds of a feather as far as
Facts.
interactions. I don't want to put that on Teddy that he did some of the shit Vince is alleged, but as far as just being free about your interactions and as far as like, hey, you just out here trying to get a nut, get in where you can fit in, you know? Birds of a feather.
You think Teddy Long's a legendary GOAT manager?
Not a GOAT, not a legendary manager. I think as a GM in WWE, he's probably legendary just because the catchphrases and the music, the dance. And he was a GM on SmackDown during a pretty crucial time period, I think. During the period where, if you ask me, SmackDown started to take that lead from Raw as far as WWE's #1 show.
Yeah.
So, integral part. I'm sure he probably hoping if Vince come back, shit, maybe I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's my thoughts on that. I think Vince coming back anyway, so it don't matter.
Probably. More than likely.
Yo, what if Vince McMahon comes back during the Royal Rumble? That would be the greatest comeback.
Entrant number 30. Fuck Cody Rhodes, Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I know. That would be crazy.
He's still jacked like he was
And
back in the day.
yo, the Vince McMahon walking shit. Like,
Nah, he gotta come out in the suit. No cheese.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The old school one. Just a
No
floppy ass
chin.
suit. That shit would be crazy.
Bro,
Honestly, that would be
Start
fire.
beating the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah, to start clotheslining
Just
people.
everybody.
99
back.
overall Vince.
It's old as shit. Like,
You know the stadium would erupt. That stadium would go fucking insane.
Oh, whenever he comes back, that stadium gonna go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever he
Damn.
comes back.
shout out WWE.
Do you want him to come back though?
I think it'd be interesting. I don't want him to come back, no.
I would like him to come back as an on-camera role, like behind the scenes. Nah.
Yeah, I kind of don't want him messing up no more careers.
Damn.
No.
You know?
So,
But we'll transition. If you guys,
What's the next one?
I was gonna transition to MMA.
The last topic.
Oh, you want to go all the way down there?
We got 2 more.
Sasha Banks set to appear as a mystery partner with Sarai in AEW. Well, a
Yep.
rumor.
Yeah. I also saw she applied for another, a few other trademarks.
Yeah, for a new name.
Yeah, she applied for a lot of trademarks, like custom jewelry for trademarks, like clothing, action
Oh, yeah?
figures, all
Yeah.
that shit.
Because she recently just got out of her deal with WWE, but I know there's been recent turmoil between them and
Right.
her her being pushed as an entertainer with WWE. So she's over in Japan working with their professional wrestling
Right.
league. What is it? New World.
Because New Japan,
New
yeah,
Japan,
they're starting a women's division now.
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
But
and she's gonna be
the
a
face of
major
it.
player. In
Probably.
the women's
I
division,
thought it was
probably.
interesting that she's also kind of maybe posturing to start working with some of the talent in AEW. And this was an idea of mine thinking, hey, is this just another one of those Tony Khan adding another name to a list that's already long as shit?
a list that's too long of ex-WWE guys and girls that he brings in. Here's the thing with Sasha Banks. If she comes into AEW, she's going to be the female talent on that roster. She's going to be number one, no 1A, no 1B.
Yeah.
She's going to be the woman on that roster. Who's her number two? Who does she work with? Who do you trust her to work with on a nightly basis? Who do you trust her to draw money, put asses in seats on a pay-per-view? As far as the women on that roster, I can't think of one.
You think she's gonna come in as a heel or a babyface?
I would hope she comes in as a heel. That's how I think you can draw the most money with her.
Mhm.
I think as far as a heel, any of the women that the women AEW has right now, with the exception of Britt Baker,
Mm-hmm.
the rest of them portraying heels comes across as kind of fake. I don't
Yeah.
believe it. There's no connection. Sasha Banks, Britt Baker, I can believe those two girls would be bitches if I met them. So I would think she comes in as a heel. Whoever the babyface is she works with, I hope she ain't putting shit over. Don't go. Also, something in AEW, they were saying they were having trouble ex-WWE guys not wanting to put over AEW guys. Like they're telling them in storylines, essentially, at the end of this storyline, this AEW guy's gonna go over. Ex-WWE guys like, it ain't working for me. I'm not doing it. And
That's
they're
crazy.
they're feeling like it's because they're feeling like behind the scenes, there's a feeling in AEW, a lot of ex-WWE guys are doing things to force their way out of their contracts to try to go back to WWE.
Yeah, I heard the thing with Myro. They're saying what his bitch's name was it?
Oh, Miro and Lana. Yeah.
They're saying that he might be trying to go
On
back to
TikTok.
WWE.
It's because Lana said something in an interview that essentially Rusev Day will never be over. His thing in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you flip this shit, bro?
And he was saying that she
My
was
bad.
saying that she can't wait for Rusev Day to make a reappearance in WWE, and then she retracted her words and said something else. But I mean, that's the feeling in AEW. A lot of ex WWE guys want to go back, and
Yo, send us a
Can't blame 'em.
question. Send us a question. What on TikTok? People are commenting. Say what else.
send us a wrestler. Send us a topic.
Yo, so send us some wrestling topics. MMA or football,
Comment
whatever.
any wrestler. Give
I
me
had
any
a-
wrestler's name.
I have an interesting wrestler. What are your thoughts on Seth Rollins?
Ooh, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins. And we can end it after this. Seth Rollins. I'll start it like this. I first was introduced to Seth Rollins as Tyler Black. On that show on MTV, some people might remember from back in the day, Wrestling Society X.
Yeah.
He was Tyler Black. The dude was phenomenal back then.
He said John Cena.
And John Cena not the GOAT. Fuck John Cena. So I first met Tyler Black on WSX. All right. And then a few years later, I remember seeing him in NXT. I think Seth Rollins, this guy, promo, in-ring ability and psychology, charisma, athleticism. He's got a physique. He's not a little motherfucker. He's a big dude who can go with anyone. I do think he might buy into his stock a little bit too much. He might take himself a little bit too seriously. But if I had the talent he did, I'd carry myself the way he does too. I think WWE does him a slight disservice. I think he's definitely a guy who you could put a belt on and let him have a prolonged run with it. And that's something that they haven't done yet. And I think it's only because he has shown in the past that he does get injured.
Yeah.
But minus his injury history, I think Seth Rollins is definitely a guy who, when it's all said and done, for this generation,
Could be a
he's
goat.
probably going to be the GOAT of this generation.
Yeah.
Damn, that's high praise.
Damn. really?
Randy was the GOAT of his generation. I'm talking about the guys that came in, the Lesnars, the
Mm-hmm.
Cenas that came in with
Put
him.
Rollins as like
So for his generation, Seth
Over
Rollins.
Roman Reigns?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bro, his
As far as
longevity-
a worker in the ring,
yeah.
Seth Rollins is head and shoulders above majority of this roster.
Damn.
damn.
His body of work's crazy, bro. I like, again, from his in ring. I mean, besides getting a few people injured, like Sting, and who else did he get injured?
That Sting one was
It was freakish. It was
That- that
it was
shit
a
was-
weird one.
that
His promo skills is pretty good. I mean, he's one of those. I like him better as a heel because he makes you.
he's a phenomenal heel.
Yeah.
He's someone you just want to hit in the face.
Mhm.
Like
He
that
reminds me
that's
of, Heath Ledger as fucking the Joker, bro. You know what I mean?
yes.
He's
exactly
so
that.
good. That persona is just crazy.
His
bro.
like the gimmick he's doing now, the Seth freaking Rollins gimmick is perfect.
money.
I
bro.
like at first I thought it was kind of cringe. I didn't
Right.
get it. He was like it came across kind of crazy, but now it seems like he's fine tuned it, and he's kind of like more of an evil mastermind kind of,
Mhm.
and it works
Mm.
perfectly for him. From the look down, like he wears the suits, he's got the blonde streak in his hair, like sometimes he'll clean it up, he'll look rough, and then he'll change his gear when it's fight time. He's got the physique. He looks like somebody not to be fucked with.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like it works for him inside and out. Like he is a professional wrestler. When you want to be, or when you want to sign a professional wrestler to your promotion, if you want to be a professional wrestler
You want someone like
to
him?
join a promotion, you want someone like him. You want to follow someone like Seth Rollins.
Mhm.
And he don't really get in no shit outside the ring.
Mm.
Like when he's not at the shows, don't get in no shit. He got his wife. He got he got his daughter. He's somebody cool. He stays out the way. Like
Hey, shows
nothing
up,
bad to say
goes
about
to work,
Seth.
goes home.
Exactly.
Mhm.
He's a professional. Like he's someone. We need more professional wrestlers like Seth Rollins, like a Daniel Bryan, like give me somebody like
Moxley. I like Moxley a lot.
I like a Moxley if he do less of the hardcore shit and
Mhm.
the bleeding and giving people
Oh, yeah.
hepatitis. Less of that.
Oh shit.
And like the Dolph Zigglers, guys who don't even get no rub no more in
Mhm.
WWE. Bobby Roode, guys who
You-
can
you-
work, guys who are professionals, guys who want to get the shit over. That's all we need in wrestling, man.
Mm.
More guys like that. Shout out to Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.